Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gardening Artist. Reba here. Let's do some gardening. Alright, so I need to add some of this pure worm castings to some of the soil that's over by the garden shed. So let's do that. Alright, so hi Willow. Willow and I are over here by the potting area. So I just carried that over here. It wasn't too heavy, but it was heavy enough. So I have my husband's old tough box from when he was in the military. And I already dumped some soil that I had from last year into the tough box. And this was over by the fence line, you guys. And I had a whole bunch of old pots that I was going to upcycle and reuse. And so I pulled all of those out. So that area is still a mess over there by the fence area, but that's okay. They will be being used, and we'll be leaving the property this year, this spring, in fact. Hopefully by summertime, they'll all be gone. So anyways, so here we have 2 bags of coconut coir. I'm going to actually mix the coconut coir in with this. So I do need to hook up my hose, and we'll be watering everything in. I do have holes drilled in the bottom of the tough box so everything drains well. And so I'm going to put this in, open these up here, and then I want to grab my perlite as well. And I'm going to add some more perlite to it so it's really aerated. Then I'm going to get the blue glacier containers that I'm going to put the strawberries in, and I'm going to fill those with this soil. And so I can transplant all the strawberries that are in the other green stalks out of those green stalks and into their new home. So I was thinking about it, how could I do this so much easier? And instead of taking everything out of the other green stalks and not having a home for it yet, I figured it would be wiser to prep the soil and get those other green stalks filled for these strawberries. So let me prep this soil and get this taken care of. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to cut open these bags with my dollar store pruners, and I'm going to cut open this bag with my dollar store pruners, and then I'm going to dump everything together, and I'm going to get my shovel, my big long shovel, and I'm going to stir everything with that. I'm gonna have to get this wet first, so before I stir it. So I gotta figure out where I stuck my shovel. It's probably in the garden shed. And then also I have to go over and grab the perlite that I purchased to mix into the soil. And I believe that's all I have right now that is outside of my pots. So this is all I've got. I think it's a good start. So anyways, let me get this done, and I will chime back in as I'm doing parts. Okay, my dog is like going nuts, you guys. She keeps running all over the place. All right. So I've got the worm casting in there. I've got the coconut coir open. Oops. And I have my giant box, you guys, here of perlite. Well, I've got a bag inside the box. So this is a lot of perlite. I know I'm not going to need all of this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour some of it in. That's why I only cut an opening here. And I'm going to get this coconut coir wet first, and then I'm going to add in the perlite. So let's get this wet and get it absorbing some of the water so it can expand. Y'all, this year I'm going to be investing in a different kind of hose watering system. I do have my auto water. That's pretty nice for when we're out of town, or if I have friends coming to watch or whatnot. But this year we're not going on vacation during the hot time of the year, so that'll be good. But this is all right. But this is what came with my hose. So I do use these metal hoses. I got this one. It's pretty skinny, so the water flow is not strong, I guess. So let's water the soil. All right, so that'll do. My dog was kind of scared of the hose. Yeah, one of those long hoses would be so nice that has the big old long handle. That would be so nice. I think I'm going to get one of those this year. So now I'm just going to get these nice and get the soil nice and saturated. And then I'm going to poke it with my shovel, break it apart, and water it some more. But yeah, this is going to be so nice. I think I should have waited to put the worm castings on. I think I should have waited to put the worm castings on because I'm going to lose a lot of the goodness from the worm castings. But that's okay. I can always get more, right? So I set up my hose on the tough box. It's on that little ledge there. And then I'm using my rake to scrape the soil as it soaks. I was too lazy to go look for the shovel, and since my rake was right here, I figured I would go ahead and just use it. I do need to get a new handle for this. This is the same handle that I got when we were in Germany, because I picked this up when we were over there, and there's a couple breaks in it, and I've actually gotten a sliver from it before. I could really use a new handle for it, so I might end up getting a new handle for this year as well, just so my son can use it to pretend fight in the backyard, and I can have a handle that's not going to hurt me because he's just going to break it. Or I could use it in the garden as a stake of some sort. Anyways, well, let me finish this. This is where I'm at right now. Okay, so I went and fished out my long shovel, and I've put all the water that I'm going to in here now. I'm gonna go turn off the hose because this water apparatus it's just not going to work. It's still flowing even though I've turned it to the off position. So I had one that came with my last hose like this. It did not work out for me. So I'm going to go up to the house and turn off the water, and then I'm going to stir everything up. What I'm thinking about doing now is, since this is so full of soil, I'm actually just going to take the perlite that I need for each section and mix it throughout. So I'll just do that as I go. So that's where we're at. I'm going to go turn that off now so I'm not wasting any more water. I do have a nice puddle down here, and yeah. So I'm going to go take care of that now. And this is gonna like fill up now. By the time I get to the house, this will be thoroughly saturated, and yeah, so I'll see you back here when it's all stirred up. All right, so now that I'm sufficiently out of breath, that was really hard to mix up because this tough box is so full of soil. So I'm actually going to take a short break, go drink some water, and then I'm going to start filling up the glacier green stalks that are going on the front porch. So I got this mixed up the best I could, you guys. So this is where I'm at now, and then as I put soil and into those green stalks, I'll add some perlite into the mixture as well. So I'm happy with this. There's enough worm castings throughout. I can always top dress my containers later on with some more of the worm castings and or other fertilizers and that sort of thing. So let me get my green stalks filled up here in a little bit, and I'll show you some of it when it's ready to be shown. So anyways, we'll be back. Okay, I've gathered some of the glacier blue colored leaf green stalks, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this 1 gallon container to scoop up soil and distribute a nice even layer at the bottom. And then I'm going to use some of the perlite. I'm going to distribute some perlite on there. I got this little cup off of Temu, and it's actually pretty sturdy. I kind of wanted to return it because I was like, what am I going to use this for? But I figured I'd go ahead and keep it and use it somewhere in the garden. It's a pretty sturdy plastic. Here's the thing. Most stuff is a hit or miss. Most of it's a miss off of Temu. And, yeah. So this one, I think I'll be able to use it. So I'm going to use it in the perlite for now. And I could probably use it to put soil into little pots for plants that I'm starting and that sort of thing too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll probably just do like a nice layer on top of the soil in the green stock here. And then I'll just kind of show you as I go. And by that I mean the steps, because I don't have a camera person here besides myself to do all this. So I'm going to put soil in, put a layer of perlite on top, mix it up, and then yeah, Bob's your uncle. So that's my first layer. Sorry for the wind. And that's about 2, almost 3 of the 1 gallon containers in there. Now I'm going to put some of the perlite. I did 3 of those little scoops of the perlite. Now I'm going to mix it up. And then I'll repeat that process until the planter is full. Now I repeated that process for 3 layers, and then I topped it off with 2 more at the end. So I did a total of 9 1 gallon pots of soil out of this tough box of soil. And I did the layering, so I would do 3 of the 1 gallon pots with soil. Then I would do 3 of those little container scoop thing that I got off of Temu. And then I would repeat that 2 more times after that. So for a total of 9 1 gallon pots of soil in the leaf. And then there was still a space at the top, so I got 2 more of the no, 2 or 3, so it might have been between 11 and 12 gallons altogether of soil that I did. I'm thinking I stopped at 11 though, but at any rate, so anywhere from 12 gallons of soil mixed with perlite. So this is the first one done. And I've got some more to do. My hands are pretty cold. So this is a good start for the day. I'm going to go ahead and move this one to the side and then continue. I need to go get the discs though. I want to drill holes into the discs. So I might actually finish this up on another day, and then I'll come back with another video when my project is complete with the strawberries in it. So stay tuned for another video in the near future on that. And this is where I'm going to leave you guys for the day. I've got to start on it. I did work an early shift this morning. I only have 2 weeks left at my corporate job. She didn't schedule me for the last week that I said I could work. And I told her this morning, go ahead and don't schedule me since you didn't put me into the schedule that she just made up. So I won't be working there anymore after 5 days. So 5 more days to go. And of course they have to be super early shifts on top of it. So I might end up being sick 1 day each week. Anyways, you guys, thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, click that bell button. As always, love what you grow what you love, and God bless. Bye.